Welcome to another episode of the Power Button Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your motherfucking co-host, Darren Badmouth Beasley, and who the fuck are you?
I'm Josh Meany.
That's right. God damn.
And today we're talking about whatever we feel like talking about.
Like we do every fucking week. And today I want to talk about Godzilla.
All right.
So, I watched scenes of Godzilla, okay? I watched like the end... I watched
The
like
last battle?
I watched like a couple different battles, but I did see the last battle.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, I thought it was. I liked King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah was fire. I seen the entire movie.
Yeah.
I watched it, and basically my little quick review on this movie. God, this was a bad movie.
Yeah,
it was
really?
a bad movie, dog. It was like laughable at times. The one scene that I was really like, okay, this movie's trash, is one of the characters went, oh my God. And someone cut in and said, Zilla. And I was like, you have got to be kidding
Christ,
me.
that's corny as fuck.
The story was so bad, but it was redeemed by the monsters. The monsters redeemed the movie to the point where I will watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Now you have to go into the movie like I'm not expecting an Oscar award-winning fucking performance or movie. Like the story is garbage. But King Ghidorah, Mothra,
Yep.
great. It was great. I could actually see what was going on in this one during the fight scenes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like the first Godzilla where we saw it in IMAX. I passed out during the movie. No, this movie was way better. It was literally what I wanted from a Godzilla movie. I just want to see some good monster fights.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I got from it. So, like, anyone who's into Godzilla, I recommend see this movie.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I thought it was... It's weird to say I think it was a great movie because it was so bad. It was like the best, shittiest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It was so bad, but... Man, it was redeemed by those monster fights. I think they did great with it.
I saw a couple of the fights. I liked it when King Ghidorah was fighting him in the city, and then like he brings him way the fuck up, and then he slams him down, and then he picks him up with his neck. He fucking like swoops over Godzilla's body with his fucking heads and lifts him up in the. That was disturbing. That was weird.
Did you see
I don't know. It was fucked up.
I mean, maybe slight spoiler alert, I guess.
Oh, this is a total spoiler alert, I feel
you know
like.
what I mean? Like
We're talking about the last battle.
We're not getting too into the story of the movie, but I mean, if you don't
Godzilla
want the
fights
fight
other
scenes,
monsters.
Yeah. But did you see the scene? I think it's when King Ghidorah basically first fights Godzilla because he fights him more than once. In the movie.
And he fights him. It's in the Antarctica or whatever.
Yeah, and his head gets cut off.
Yeah,
and then his head ends up growing back. The scene where his head grew back, I was like, Godzilla, you're fucked. Look, what are you gonna do? You got this 3-headed bastard who his head grows back.
Yep.
But oh man, it was so good. It looked great too.
Yep.
CGI, Jesus.
Yep. Terrifying.
Jesus.
They're fucking terrifying. I couldn't imagine being a human being looking up at King Ghidorah. That's just like, what the fuck?
They showed King Kong in the movie.
Did they?
For a little they're going through basically like the monsters of the world on a screen, and they showed King Kong from the newest Kong Skull Island. But the thing is, man, I'm watching this movie, and I already thought this prior. How, dog? How is he going to fight Godzilla? I mean, well, yeah, King Kong versus Godzilla.
How's he going to beat him?
Now they're like, okay, well, they were saying King Kong isn't in his full form yet. He's actually going to be bigger when he fights Godzilla than he was in Kong Skull Island. But even then, Godzilla shoots like, what is it, a laser beam?
It's an atomic beam.
Yeah, something out of his mouth. Godzilla's not King Kong's not the fastest motherfucker in the world.
No, but what King Kong has on Godzilla is the fact that he can scale
and
he
got
can
the
fight.
1-2s. Yeah,
exactly. Like he can,
for real.
He can climb around Godzilla and you can beat him around and do shit. Like he's got way more mobility than Godzilla.
Right.
But Godzilla, on the other hand, is a fucking tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's a tank.
Right.
He's just. The scales, the armor, his fat and his lard and his muscle.
It's funny sometimes.
He's a tower.
He's such a chunky fuck.
Yeah. And then it's just like it's his breath that I feel like if he nails King Kong with his laser.
Oh, King Kong's screwed.
I don't think he's going to be able to take it at all. He's
Right.
just a big monkey. He's not actually a fucking creature. It's not like King Ghidorah.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I
whole
mean?
idea of King Kong versus Godzilla is really stupid, but...
Oh, I think the idea is actually kind of cool. Nowadays, they didn't make King Kong big enough to actually...
Right, but just when you think about it, it's like Godzilla should win
Godzilla should win.
He really should. So I think the idea of it's kind of silly. It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's just catering to fans, which I mean, whatever. So like I'm saying, it's kind of a stupid idea to me, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna see it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna see Godzilla vs King Kong because
Yeah.
I haven't seen that since the old one. That's the only. I don't
never
know if
saw the
they've
old
done
one.
more than one, have they?
I have no
Because
idea.
I've seen that old one.
I never seen it.
Yeah, and it's. I mean,
It's
looks,
dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it looks so bad, but like.
I was gonna ask you what your favorite Godzilla was.
Okay, here's the thing. I never really got into the old Godzilla movies. So you hardcore Godzilla fans might not like when I say that my favorite one is the one where he's in New York. Actually, it's a she in that movie.
The
Godzilla's a
Godzilla
she.
2000, yeah.
And in New York with Matthew Broderick, I grew up with that Godzilla, so that's the Godzilla movie that I like.
Yep.
But you hardcore Godzilla fans, I hear the reviews and stuff, and they always bring up the old ones. They're like treasures to these fans. And
Yep.
to me, that didn't really excite me. You know what I mean? I didn't really like
Well, we
the
weren't-
really old ones.
We weren't alive then.
Right, and I've seen them though. I've seen them. I've grown up and I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, but that's not.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
They're so bad. So
Right.
I would have to say Godzilla
Same
2000.
here. Yeah, the 2000 era. It was
Yeah.
1999 in 2000, I want to say. And then they had the animated series that was based off of the same type of Godzilla,
Oh, really?
the dinosaur-looking
Did
motherfucker.
people overall like that movie? I'm not sure.
No,
Newer
no.
no, because
Most
I don't
people
really.
didn't.
I think like I would watch it now if it came
I
on
did.
TV.
fucking-
I would sit there
it
and
was
watch
on,
it.
It was on Netflix right before I moved down to my apartment. I
Really?
ordered Domino's. I was going through Netflix, and there was Godzilla from the year 1999, and I watched it. Fuck yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it all the time when I was a kid. That's definitely my favorite Godzilla.
Yeah,
but
me
well,
too.
I don't know if it's. I mean, I don't know if it's. I guess I like that version of Godzilla, but I do like. I mean, or maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I do like the new Godzilla. Like,
Yeah.
I might not like the movies that much, but like this, like his scream and just the way.
Oh, it's certainly a different
his
Godzilla,
tower.
yeah.
Like he's like a tower, you know. And I like the spine and everything. I like that. It's like a homage to the classics, but it's not stupid as fuck like the classics are, in my opinion. Because
Mm-hmm. Right.
the classics are just stupid as fuck.
and
don't
I
give a
think
fuck
the
if you're 50 years old.
Godzilla in Godzilla 2000 kind of looked more like a T-Rex.
Yeah, he looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah, and this Godzilla doesn't look like.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to. He's not technically. He's
Right.
not supposed to look like a dinosaur.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I understand that, and I feel like the new Godzilla just he pays more homage to the OG Godzilla.
definitely.
And I just like how big that fucker is, and I like his spine. He's just this big meaty fucker, you know. But the movies aren't that great.
No.
But I do. I'm not sure. I might prefer the new Godzilla type more. I like the way his spine lights up.
I would say so too.
You know, I
because
like
we
the
saw this
beam.
Godzilla do things we did not see Godzilla 2000 do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He breathes fire.
Yeah. This Godzilla 2000 was literally just a T-Rex.
A T-Rex that breathed fire.
A huge T-Rex, though,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
running through fucking
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was cool. And it was laying eggs and everything. I like that.
I
I
like
like
that
that
movie.
shit.
I
I,
like that
really do.
movie.
I like the new twist. Someone was like, "Yo, let's do Godzilla," but we've been doing Godzilla since the fucking 50s. So let's do a different type
Americanized
of Godzilla.
Godzilla. That's what that
Yeah,
is.
I guess so.
That's
yeah.
really what that is.
Yeah, I guess so. And I was just like, yeah, it's laying eggs and there's a little baby Godzilla. That's fire
That's
to me.
creepy.
Yeah,
It's scary as shit.
Yeah, it's like that's fucking crazy. You know, I like that idea. But is the movie that great? Not really. But again, that's the Godzilla I grew up on. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of. It's like a mix-up. I'm not really sure which Godzilla is my favorite, but as far as the movies go, the one in 2000 I like way more than the new ones.
As movies go, I'd have to agree with that now, definitely.
Yeah.
But like
'Cause I
when it
grew up
comes
with
to the
that.
action and everything
Oh,
else,
yeah,
these
yeah.
new Godzillas, like they lived up. Well, not I wouldn't say new Godzillas.
The last one
Yeah,
specifically.
because I remember the trailer for that first Godzilla movie. I was so hype.
Yeah.
They have that scene where the bunker doors are closing and Godzilla's screaming. I'm like, this is gonna be incredible. I
Yeah.
really thought that.
Bryan
Then I saw
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston was in it for what 20 minutes. Then he
Yeah,
freaking
yeah,
died.
yeah.
Like, and they sold the movie with Bryan Cranston. He was in every
Oh, yeah.
trailer. Every trailer.
Yep,
And
yep.
he was barely even in that movie.
Yep.
But this King of the Monsters is eons better than the Godzilla that came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
I think that was more than 3 years ago, dog.
Was it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're getting old.
I think it was like 5 years ago.
We're getting old.
4 or
Time's
5
flying
years
by.
ago.
Time is flying by. But overall, like I liked it. Like I'm
Yeah.
all for you giving me just a like I can kind of shut my brain off and just watch this monster movie. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Like, it understood what it was. It didn't try to take itself
Well,
too
you know what's
seriously,
crazy
and I
about
like that.
about that is that it's like the same thing with Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I went to go see Pacific Rim, I just wanted to see monsters versus robots. That's it. That's all I wanted. And
that
it gave
turned
me
out
more.
to be a good movie.
It
Yeah,
gave me
that turned out to
more
be good.
than I anticipated, and it actually ended up being better in different categories than I thought it would be. And that
sure.
was a pleasant surprise. I haven't gotten any kind of movie like that ever since. The first one. I'm talking about the first one.
First,
not the
I
second
didn't
one.
even see the second one.
Second
Have
one's
you?
garbage, trash.
You saw
Absolute
it?
Trash. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh Jesus! I haven't
Fucking
even.
garbage.
I didn't even waste my time.
Nope.
Didn't even waste my time. First trailer, I knew right off the bat.
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't it.
Absolute garbage. I was
ain't
gonna
it.
watch it for the action scenes.
As soon as I heard what's his face wasn't directing it, I knew it wasn't it.
Yeah.
It was like, jeez.
I watched it for the action scenes and it was fucking bad. I mean, it's just it is also a part of the camera, like part of the camera and the way, the direction. It's like the guy would direct it like someone's on the ground looking at it, or someone's in a building looking at it.
You got the
it's a
vibe of how
stationary
big it
camera,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this new one, it was like the camera is just. I don't know how to explain it. Like animated.
It was like a Transformers movie almost, but it was fucking
Well,
Pacific
even
Rim.
Transformers, like at least with the first couple of them, the camera angle, like when they're on, I don't know, when Optimus Prime's fighting the Egyptian guy or whatever, like the camera's
one.
fucking stationary. It's up in the air like someone's in a helicopter looking down at a pyramid, and they just see them fighting for a second. Then it's close and it's stuck. And you see them, a wall breaks through and, someone's body flies through it and the debris. Then it goes over and then you see the action. It's like, it's fucking right there. In Pacific Rim, it's like, it's like the camera's on a magic carpet and it's like moving around. It's like, look at this character. Oh, look at this character. Oh, look at this. It's like, wait a minute. The camera, it doesn't do fucking waves. It didn't have stationary. It was like a cartoon. It was almost like they were like, let's do a cartoon like. It's gonna be live action, but it's gonna be like a cartoony type of feel. That's what I felt like. The direction was fucked up.
That was not a good business decision for John Boyega. You know what I mean? It really wasn't. Like, you're really trying to get Force Awakens really jump-started his career. It's like, okay, you're going to get these roles, you know what I mean? But then he does Pacific Rim, and people are like, oh, the last movie you did fucking tanked. You know what I mean?
Shit. He's a good actor, though.
He is a great actor.
Yeah.
He is a great actor.
Yeah.
He really is.
But The
He's
Force
good at what he
Awakens,
does.
the Star Wars saga is garbage.
It's not
now.
doing it for him. It's not doing it for him. It could have. I mean, Force Awakens, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's okay.
That can do it. But, like, Last Jedi...
Did
not
you-
received well. Pacific Rim definitely not received well. You know what I'm saying? So
Did you see did you hear about the new thing in Disneyland they have it in Disneyland. They don't have it in Disney World yet of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge?
yes.
Yeah, so you know about it?
Oh, I know all about it. Yeah, I've watched so many videos and stuff.
What do you think of it?
Man, I gotta go. I have to go to this land of Star Wars. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go in the next couple of years. Like, it's a plan in my head. I have to go to Galaxy's Edge. I have to. As a Star Wars fan.
Did you see when you see they have the Millennium Falcon and you could walk
And you can
inside
go
it?
in it. It's it's the Millennium Falcon. They built the shit in the park, and you can go in and take pictures. And then $200 you can build, which I wouldn't do it. But if I had the $200 to do it, because if I'm going to Galaxy's Edge, chances are I'm already spending a lot of money just to get into that motherfucker and then get over there to go in. I'm not gonna pay $200 for a lightsaber I can make myself, but. God damn it, that's kind of cool.
That
You
is
know what I
cool, it
mean?
is
Like, I
cool.
made this lightsaber all on my own. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sure it's not no Walmart lightsaber. It's probably like beat someone with it.
Well, I don't know, but I think that's kind of cheap. They have something like that with some other park or whatever. It's for
Really?
kids, really.
I'd
It's for
wanna do
kids.
it. Yeah, I'd want to do it. I'd want to bring my own lightsaber home. Like, yeah, I made this. Motherfucker. Look what I did here. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
she's better than Kylo's.
when they say make it, I don't think it's like make it. You're not like a fucking engineer. You know what I mean? I think you just pick
so it's
what
probably-
you want. You just pick. You got maybe 6 options of this, and you pick
That's
which one.
kind of cool,
you
though.
pick
I
that
got
one.
my black lightsaber. With,
Yeah, you know.
add a little of this.
Yeah,
I think it'd be
you know.
cool.
I
But
think it'd be
it's
cool.
$200 though.
I know.
So that no. If it was like maybe $50, I might even do it. Be like,
Right.
okay, yeah, I want to bring this home. But
Well,
yeah,
if it's a couple $100, I don't know how intricate it is. That seems like too overpriced.
It
if
looked
you say,
cool.
If
It
you
looked
say,
cool.
yeah, if you're saying it's a couple $100, then I feel like it's going to be heavier.
that's what I was assuming.
but-
It can't be a Walmart.
Right, but at the same time, there's kids. It's a kid's thing.
It is. But also, chances are you're not going to bring your 6-year-old there and buy them a $200 lightsaber. So it's probably more for the
You'd
adults.
be surprised.
You know what
You'd
I
be
mean?
surprised.
Motherfuckers are crazy. I would
They
never.
go there and the kid's like, I want a lightsaber. And the
I'd be
parents
like, well, save up your goddamn money because daddy spent all his money getting here. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I really like about Galaxy's Edge is they have a cantina.
Yep.
That's built
yep.
the same way, and you go in there and you get drinks, and they got the blue milk and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
cool.
fucked up.
But I heard that the line to get in there is ridiculous.
No,
just to get into the cantina.
That was the thing that's the main reason why I wanted to bring it up was that Disneyland suffering because of Galaxy's Edge.
Really?
They brought it out, and they're actually.
I heard they've done they've let some employees go and stuff. I did hear that they were having some money issues.
Yeah. And I don't. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily believe that it's because Star Wars sucks now.
No, I don't either.
There's a narrative out there that is like Star Wars is so fucking terrible that people aren't going. No, I don't think that's
I don't believe that either.
I think that it's actually a reflection of the way they built the park, the way they built Disney, Galaxy's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first of all, it's in Disneyland, which is in California.
Yeah.
It's not Disney World in Orlando. So that's a smaller park. It's not as popular as Disney World. So you're not going to get the same amount of attendance off the bang.
Right,
So
yeah.
when people say, oh, I thought it would be crazy, blah, 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 it doesn't get that crazy down there. You know what I mean? It gets crazy in Disney World way more. If you think it's fucking busy in California, it's busier in Disney World in Florida. Yeah, that's the main park.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland in California is not. It's not even it's I don't even think it's half of the size of the one in Disney World. It's like Disney World's the big one. That's the one Michael Jackson used to go to.
Where are they building the Marvel one? Are they building that in Disney World or Disneyland?
I think they're building it in both.
In both?
Typically, I won't even say all the time because I'm pretty sure Pandora from Animal Kingdom from Avatar is in Disney World. I don't think that's in the one in Disneyland in
really?
California. So if it's going to be built somewhere, it's going to be in Disney World. If it's something is exclusive, it's going to be exclusive to Disney World.
Okay.
Not in the one in California, typically. So they have the Galaxy's Edge open in California. They haven't opened it in Disney World yet. But when I was watching the videos and I was seeing like what was going on and how they built it for the older era, the older generation.
Okay.
They didn't build it for the new generation.
Right, the way it looks, it definitely looks like it's set in the old trilogy for sure.
It's in Tatooine.
Yeah,
and like
they got
we
the
see
cantina.
and you see the way the buildings are built and the way they're dressed and how they're talking. The Millennium Falcon,
Which was the best idea for them to do.
yeah, which I
sure.
like. Yeah, absolutely. But I just saying that like all the new people who are watching Star Wars, this doesn't have a lot for them. You know what I'm saying? Like the cantina doesn't mean shit to anyone who watched
don't
The
think
Force
so?
Awakens and The Last Jedi. Even if you
Right.
watched Episode 1, 2, and 3, the cantina was made famous from the originals.
But wouldn't
not
you
from,
think that these people watching these new ones have seen the old ones and like that
Perhaps.
might hit home for them? Because it hit home for me. You know what I mean?
Perhaps.
Bless you.
Hey, perhaps it would hit home for them, but
Yeah.
you would have to be a bigger Star Wars fan. See, if
Really
you're
get
making a
into
park,
lore.
if you're making a park that's based off of what we saw in the last 3 or 4 movies, it doesn't matter if you're into Star Wars or not. You recognize it. You see, you have to be a bigger fan to actually watch the originals and actually like them, and then keep watching Star Wars and then Galaxy's Edge, and then go and see the Millennium Falcon, see Tatooine, see the Cantina, and be like, oh, this is fire! Like there's a bunch of kids.
I would assume that the people who would actually pay money to even go would be those bigger fans.
Well, here's the thing: you go into Disney World, you go into Disneyland, and it's available for you. It's not,
so it's like a package deal. You don't have to pay separate for Galaxy. Oh,
No.
I didn't know that. I thought you had to pay to get in, but then Galaxy's Edge was another part of it that you had to pay more money to get in.
Nope.
So it's actually a part of the whole.
It's part of the park.
That's awesome. Okay.
Disney World's the same way.
Okay.
If you go to Disney World, well, you have to buy the all park pass, whatever the fuck it is. Like, so basically, when you plan your thing for Disney World, it's just so many parks. It's like 4 or 3. Like, if you just want to, like, there's some of them that's like, oh, you can only go to Epcot on Tuesday. That's it. Your hotel or Epcot. That's it. It's like, but if you get the all park pass, you can go to Epcot, get bored, and go to the Magic Kingdom, get bored, and go to the Hollywood Studio. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with Disneyland, you just show up and say, well, I want to go to Galaxy's Edge. It's part of the park. You already in the park. You can go there, whatever the fuck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just walk in. I'm just saying, people aren't just gonna fucking walk. It's not gonna be as big as that they thought it was
Right.
because the way they built it. And that surprised me.
That's
See,
sad,
if they-
man, because they put so much money into that.
I know. I felt as though I thought it was going to be a hotel. I thought they was going to have a hotel that was going to be Star Wars themed. Like you're in space, like you're on a ship. And I thought that like it was going to be like Coruscant. Like I thought you'd get there and it was going to be a city.
That'd be crazy.
You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a city, and like they would have like the Jedi Council room where all the Jedi sit there. You know what I mean? Like episode 1, 2, and 3, and like you could walk in the council room. I thought it was going to be like more modern Star Wars, but they went old.
It's almost like
And
Disney
that's-
tries to ignore the prequels.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's like they don't want to talk about it, but it's like we didn't forget, guys.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't forget about the prequels. So
Yeah. So and that's what I feel like. I don't think it's just because people are not into Star Wars.
Yeah,
like
I don't think that
it's,
either.
I think it's because they built it old style, which is for
maybe
me
they should
that's
have did a
fine.
little bit of both. You know, include some of the prequel stuff in there, include some of the newer stuff.
Exactly.
know,
That's,
like-
and they didn't. They didn't. It's all old. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't do that, and that surprised me. And I don't know if they'll do it in Disney World. Maybe Disney. I know for a fact Disney World will obviously be more popular than the one in California. They probably won't have to cut employees or something because it's just
Mm-hmm.
a bigger park. There's more people going. But at the same time, I think they might. They have more room. They might do it different in Disney World. I've heard that the one
That'd be a
in-
good option for them too.
Yeah,
definitely.
I heard the one in California can be lame. I heard Disneyland can be fucking lame.
Really?
I heard that. Yeah.
I don't know much about the one in California. I just know about Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't
only
know
thing I
really
really
know a whole
looked
lot
into. I
about
don't
it,
know what else is really there. And like I was saying, I don't know which one the Marvel one's going to. You're saying it's probably going to go to the one in Florida?
If it's exclusive, it's going to the one in Florida.
Because I'd like to check that out, but it wouldn't be, to me, it wouldn't be as cool as the Star Wars one. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I can immerse myself in this world of the MCU, or not even the MCU, just the Marvel universe that they have. That's cool. That's great. I'll have a good time. But really getting into that world of Star Wars, like, I feel like I'd want to dress up. I want to live like I'm in Star Wars. If I'm
Yeah,
going
right.
into Star Wars land, I want to sit at the cantina. You know what I mean? I want to see stormtroopers walking around. I want to be dressed up too.
Yo,
like-
they had, and this is what was kind of whack about the California one, because when I went to Disney World, when they did the Imperial March
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hollywood Studios, fire. When I saw, you can watch on YouTube when they do it in California. It ain't shit
It's not the
compared.
same.
It ain't shit
and you would
compared
almost
to it.
think that the one in California would be crazy. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like Hollywood's there. You know what
But
I'm
it's not the-
saying?
it's
like,
not the
But it's
original.
not the original.
You know what I
one,
mean?
right?
It's just like a copy thing that they wanted to do. Like when Phasma walks down with the stormtroopers, there's no stage. There's no stage. There's no fucking. She's on like she walks up like a line for a ride, and there's like this black band. It's just like where you wait in line, and that's what she's on. She's on this like slope, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and the stormtroopers don't shoot their guns off. Like I'm like, there's no barrier, there's no fence, there's no stage, there's no nothing. I'm like, this ain't shit compared to the one in Disney World. It ain't shit.
Right.
So I think that's part of the reason why fucking and the Flight of Passage. That was a huge Avatar
Yeah.
ride. It's only in Disney World.
Well, while we're on the topic of Star Wars, you see Ewan McGregor is confirmed to be returning as Obi Wan for a Disney Plus show.
Yep.
I think that's a good idea for them to do. Good
Yep.
strategy.
Yeah. Only a strategy.
Me too.
Only idea. Yeah.
Me too.
Hashtag me too.
I think it's great. Hashtag me too. Yeah, I think it's a great idea for them to do. Honestly, like I want this more than I wanted an Obi-Wan movie. I think this is a better way to go. Have a couple episodes. I'm guessing it has to take place after 3. So he's probably going to be keeping his eye on Luke. Maybe they'll cast. No, they probably won't cast another Luke. They'll probably have somebody CGI'd looking like a younger Luke or something. Because I feel
Yeah.
like they'll probably show you Luke at some point in the series. Because
Yeah.
he's literally on Tatooine
Yeah.
watching Luke.
Yeah.
And then I think we might see Darth Vader in there too.
Yeah.
Which is a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Ewan McGregor to come back as Obi-Wan. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I don't even care what it's about. I just want to see him play Obi-Wan again.
If he's playing Obi-Wan though, that's got to be the prequel era.
I'm thinking it has to be probably not too long after 3 because he's no McGinnis who played Obi-Wan. No, he's not that old yet.
No.
And I mean, you can try to make him look that old, but no, there's no point. Do it to maybe like 5-10 years after episode 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Darth Vader's out there murking the galaxy,
Yeah.
and you're just keeping your eye on Luke. Like that's probably when it's
But
going
that
to
seems
take
kind of
place.
boring.
It depends what they can come up with some stories, some stuff he gets into.
Well, I know he fucks with Darth Maul. He kills Darth Maul.
Right. I wonder if they'll explore any of that or any of the stuff that they did in Rebels or anything like that.
See that seems kind of boring. I want to see like what he was doing with Anakin after episode 1. when he was young as fuck, and like Anakin was a
They
kid.
could. I doubt they're gonna do that, but they could do
Your
that.
shit's blinking red.
My audio's still going.
Yep. What does that mean? Is
I don't
it low
know.
battery?
I don't know what blinking red means. We're gonna find out.
It means I'm gonna die.
We're all gonna die. But they could do that. They could have it take place during then.
That would
but I
be-
highly doubt it. Highly doubt it, because then you got to bring Hayden Christensen back. He has to
No.
play Anakin
No,
if he's
he
going to be
doesn't-
with Anakin.
He doesn't have to be that old. Like I'm talking like after episode 1, Anakin's a little kid. Like
Oh, so
Obi-Wan
Anakin's
has
not
to
really.
be.
Well, he's
Yeah.
training Anakin during that, so Anakin has to pop up at some point. If
Oh
they're
yeah,
gonna
sure, sure, but I mean, he doesn't. It's not going to be Christian Haydenson or whatever the fuck his name
So
is.
they would have to recast Anakin, and then that kind of throws you out of
yeah,
it
yeah,
a little
but
bit.
that Anakin, that we haven't seen Anakin at that age. Like we
Right.
have young Anakin who's like 8,
Right.
and then we have 20-year-old
In
Anakin.
episode 2.
Yeah. So where's 10-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, like young teenaged Anakin?
I guess I see what you're saying, but like for me, I don't want to see I don't want to see 3 Anakins. You know what I mean? I don't want to see another person who's going to be playing Anakin. You know what I mean? Kind of like when they casted what's his face as young Han Solo. Yes, I get it. It's young enough. Like we don't know
Well,
what
that
Han
was a
Solo
fuck up,
looked in,
though.
but like
I feel like that was a fuck up.
What, the
because-
casting of it?
Yeah, yeah. They should have never had a young Han Solo movie.
in general, right?
No, yeah, and then Harrison Ford's Han Solo.
I just don't want to see more than one. I really don't want to see more than one person playing a character. I mean, I know we see that with Obi Wan, and I guess we make that exception because just the time difference. But to
Well,
see,
same with Anakin.
But
We
then
see-
with Anakin, it's like I have this little kid Anakin, and then we'll have this teenager Anakin, completely different person, and then we'll have the Anakin that we really know, Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
And it's like the look is just going to be so off. You know, I get you're not going to look anything really like you did when you were a little kid. So when episode 2 happens, like, yeah, he really changed. But from a teenager to episode 2, it wouldn't be that like different. So I feel like they'd have to try to cast someone who at least kind of looks like,
Yeah, they would
I'd
have
say
to.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. They would have
Which
to.
would be kind of hard. I don't even really want them to do that, but I guess that would be a more interesting way for them to go for an Obi-Wan series.
Yeah.
Probably more
Yeah.
interesting things happen, but I mean, they can. I'm sure they're going to come up with some story. He was there watching Luke for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what you could tell. I just don't understand the story. Like he's watching Luke Skywalker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What? Nothing happened. I don't understand.
Something could happen. I don't know. Something could happen. I don't know what. I can't
guess.
think of anything because
I just don't see anything
I'm
that
not in the
like
writing room, but
I would really be like, oh, I really want to see this. Like he hid low. It's almost like, whoa, if what was Yoda doing after episode 3? I don't give a fuck
was
what
sleeping.
Yoda's doing. He went to Dagobah and he fucking popped some Xannies and knocked the fuck out.
yeah, like I was saying, like in the beginning of this, so part of me just doesn't care. I just
Yeah.
want to see Ewan McGregor play Obi-Wan again.
I mean, yeah, that's one part, but I want to see him do something fucking dope. I don't want him to see him. What? I just don't understand. It's like
I honestly feel like
And
they can
then,
come up with something.
how
they
come
can come
they
up with
don't-
some sort of story?
they never seem to take us to a fucking era we want to see. They never show us what the fuck we want to watch.
Well, they're going the Old Republic with the movies.
Yeah, but they got the Game of Thrones guys doing it.
Yeah.
And then they don't have a Darth Vader movie. And now, we're going to have Obi-Wan,
I don't
but
get
it's going
why
to be
they
when
won't
he's
do-
watching Luke. What the fuck?
Why won't they do a Darth Vader movie?
I don't understand.
I don't get why. Do they not realize that just putting the name Darth Vader as the title of your movie, it's going to make it, that title alone $1 billion
Yeah.
right there.
And how come
Why
we don't
won't
get
they do it?
Why don't we get a Boba Fett, Jango Fett movie?
We were supposed to get a Boba Fett movie and it got scrapped. I don't know what happened. I thought
Like,
that was going to be a really good idea. Even the idea they had to have what's his face, Jabba the Hutt, and doing it like kind of like a mafia style thing. I thought that was a good idea. Scrapped it.
Scrapped it.
You know what they didn't scrap? That I thought they scrapped because no one was talking about it for so long. Ryan Johnson is doing his trilogy.
He is?
He is doing his trilogy, and it's not going to involve the Skywalker saga.
No one's
at
going to
all.
watch it. No one's
I'm
going
not
to
going to
watch
watch
it.
it.
No
I have
one's
no
gonna
reason
watch
to
it.
watch
No,
it.
no reason.
I have no reason
to watch it. I don't
I'm
think anyone
only
will.
going to see this last Star Wars movie because it's the last one in Skywalker saga. I'm going to fucking bite my tongue and I'm going to go watch it. But like, I'm done. I don't want to see no more Skywalker saga, and I don't want to see anything that Ryan Johnson does.
No, never.
With Star Wars.
I don't even give a fuck.
I'm not going to see anything.
I don't give a fuck if he makes a movie that has nothing to do with Star Wars. I won't see a movie made by that fucker.
Even if he was doing the Old Republic. Fuck that.
I wouldn't
I'm
watch
not going
it.
to see that shit. I'm
because he
done.
doesn't know shit about the Old Republic. He doesn't know shit about the Old
done
Republic.
with Ryan Johnson. One movie. He had one chance and he fucking blew it. I'm
He
done.
blew it out of the fucking.
You don't get
he just-
second chances with this stuff.
No, he fucked it up too bad. Yeah, and I just don't understand. Like, you're just not I just feel like they're not listening to what fans want. They just want to make what they want to make.
And then remember they came out and they're like, okay, we're going to kind of halt the Star Wars thing for a little bit. We're not going to drop as much content. Well, you got 2 different trilogies planned.
Yeah.
Plus your content that you're going to do on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking
Doesn't
about?
look like we're slowing down
No,
at all.
at all. And then to Kathleen Kennedy, you're going out with that fucking shirt. I'll never forgive her for that fucking shirt.
The Force is
female. You fucked everything up. If you wearing that shirt shows me you give a shit more about your political agenda than Star Wars.
They need to get her out of there.
Jesus Christ.
They need to get her out of there.
And then, like I said, it proves it's just empirical evidence. It's like you're not listening to what people want. We say we want this movie. You don't make it. You scrap it. Mm-hmm. Instead, Han Solo. Nobody
wanted that.
So what happens? It fucking tanks. Obviously.
First Star Wars movie.
Yeah, whatever. Right. But you know what I mean? It's not successful.
No.
And then you're moving forward with Rian Johnson. Watch it. It will not be successful. I'm putting my fucking money on it now. Especially
that it has nothing to do with the Skywalker saga, because then there's not even people like me who are like, oh, I gotta go see this.
Old characters.
So now it's not even related. I have no reason to go see this movie. What, you put the name Star Wars on it?
So
Suck
what?
my dick.
Yeah,
I ain't
exactly.
Going to see it. I'm not going to see
Jesus, anybody with half a fucking brain cell, if you watched Rian Johnson's Last Jedi movie, would know that it was garbage.
He showed me how much he cares about Star Wars. That's what he showed me. So, yeah. I don't trust him at all. I won't see anything he does.
No, stupid. I don't give a fuck if he makes a. I don't give a fuck if he makes a love movie, if he makes a comedy movie, if he makes an action movie with Jason Statham as a main character. I won't fucking watch it.
Whoa.
Nope, I won't watch it.
I might see that one with Jason Statham as the main character. I might see that one. I'm sorry, I might have to see that one. But
if Rian Johnson's name's on a film, I ain't watching it.
I agree.
Plain and simple as that.
I agree. My hands. I'm done.
Fuck him. I had another topic. Fuck, I'm almost caught up on this shit. What the fuck was I gonna say? If you know all the bullshit movies coming out.
All the bullshit movies coming out, yeah.
No, you know all the movies coming out that are like villains. It's like, oh, Black Adam's getting his movie. Venom got his movie. Fucking what villain?
This anti-hero thing going on.
What villain would you want to get a movie? A single solo movie.
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom. That's a good pick.
Yeah, Doctor Doom, definitely. Even, I know we've been seeing it, guys. I know we've seen them. I'd take a Magneto movie.
I don't know.
I would take it.
I don't know what's Magneto without anyone else.
Just kind of like his start, I guess. Like a prequel, kind of taking place when he's a kid. Like seeing him go through that, but show a little bit more of that, what happened after that. I'd see it. I would definitely check it out. It would spark my interest. But like number one would, Doctor Doom for sure.
Yeah, Doctor Doom, huh?
Actually, speaking of the Magneto thing, just a random question. When you think of Professor Xavier, who do you think of? James McAvoy or Patrick Stewart?
Patrick Stewart.
When you think of Magneto, who do you think of?
The guy, the young guy. What's his name?
Fassbender. Okay, we're on the same page. I was talking about this at work, and I'm like, I feel like it's weird. I think of Professor X, I jump right to Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
But I think of Magneto, and I think of Michael Fassbender. I don't think of Ian McKellen.
Right.
That's weird how that works out.
Yeah, because I think they illustrated Xavier with Picard, Captain Picard.
And don't get me wrong, James McAvoy did a great job, but like
he's a tremendous actor.
Patrick Stewart pops up in my head right when I think of Professor X. That's my Professor X. But my Magneto is Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, because he you know what that means is that he had more of an impact on you than the old Magneto.
For sure. And even the old Magneto did have an impact on me because they showed a little bit of his childhood in the beginning of the first X-Men movie. And I liked that character of Magneto even in the original X-Men movies. I think he portrayed him very well. But it's like, here came Michael Fassbender. Like, he came in swinging,
that
man.
he had was bigger. Like if I think of like Magneto, the best scenes of Magneto of all time.
All from Michael Fassbender.
No, there's one. There's one from, what's his name?
Ian McKellen.
There's one is when he picks up the Golden Gate Bridge and he moves it.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was the only scene for where I saw of him where I was like, God damn.
I also really did like that scene in the first X-Men movie where they come out of I think it's the subway station, and he's got everyone's guns up, and like Professor X is in his head talking to him, and he's got this gun like right to this officer's head. I think of that scene a lot when I think of Magneto.
I never think of that. I just thought about
that was a really good scene with him for sure.
But Fassbender all the way through.
What about you though for villains? Who would you pick to have?
Deathstroke. Yep, I'm just waiting for Deathstroke. They will never make it.
I just want to see him. They should.
But will they listen? No. They don't want to fucking listen.
Nobody wants to listen.
No. We say, well, this is what movie we want to make. Yeah, fuck off. The only time they listened was Deadpool, and look where that got them.
We want you guys to make a Deathstroke movie. You want an all-female Avengers? You got it.
Exactly.
You got it. That's not what I said.
Yeah, fucking stupid. And then I was watching Endgame because I bought it.
Yeah, I bought it too. I've watched it countless times, but you know it's fucked up. I skip around sometimes to certain scenes, but I've watched it countless times since I've got it.
Oh yeah.
Because man, dog, the first 2 hours,
they're really
it's
good.
some of the greatest cinema I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Like Jesus,
yeah,
they had it. They had it on the nose for so long.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Thanos blows up the fucking Avengers, whatever, then it starts kind of going down from. You know, there's still an hour left of the movie at that point.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But
I know.
God, that is an entertaining movie.
I saw like the deleted scene. I bought the deluxe package.
I haven't got to check out the deleted scenes yet, though. I need to.
Okay, I actually didn't see the deleted scenes. I saw behind the scenes footage,
like the bonus features.
Yeah. And one of them was like, it was social justice, 100%. It was all female. That's the whole thing. The whole deleted scene. I don't know if it's like 10 or 15 minutes. Is all about the women of the MCU.
I saw that on YouTube. Actually, I saw that on YouTube, and they were talking about the scene where Captain Marvel shows up. I always laugh about that scene, though. Oh, it's the female power scene. It's like, yeah, but you see Spider-Man's laying on the ground right there. He's in that scene.
I just thought about that. I saw them all running because they all do this run. And you see the green screen and everything, and they're running, and they're like,
that was so forced, man.
But here's the thing. It's just funny how it's like, it's ironic how they have this woman scene, right? But the one woman in the MCU that everyone knows and loves forever isn't in that
scene.
That's so ironic. She's fucking dead.
Yeah, that one, when we saw it in the theater, when that scene happened, it hit me right away. Like,
I didn't get it.
I was like, ooh, that was forced.
I didn't get it at
all.
It
was definitely forced. They had a scene like that in Infinity War, and I didn't feel. I mean, it was definitely forced, but it didn't feel like it was pushing it into my face. Like
I don't think it was forced in Infinity War.
You don't think so?
It was there, and it was like, okay, I see what's going on here, but it's
the chances of all those women showing up at the same time.
I know, but think about this. Like, really think about. It's like it's actually pretty like complex. It's like, okay, Thanos' guys. There's 4 of them. Mm-hmm. One of them's female. Doesn't really look that female, but she is a female. And she comes down to Wakanda. She's one of the last ones left, or whatever. So they're going to do the fight. They're fighting in the battlefield. She runs into fucking Black Widow. Like, that's plausible. I'm like, okay, yeah, she can run into Black Widow. Sure. And then who else? You got the Hulk over there and the Hulkbuster thing, and the Iron Patriot, whatever the fuck his name, War Machine flying around. We get taken the fuck out.
You're the only person I've ever heard like call him the Iron Patriot.
He gets like taken out by the big guy, or he nails him. It's like, okay, I could see like Rocket in the Winter Soldier doing their thing. I'm like, this all makes sense. Like, maybe on the battlefield, Black Widow could run into Proxima, and Okoye could come out. I'm like, all right. And then Scarlet Witch just pops up and kills her. You know what I mean? But it was that scene. I was like, this is actually plausible.
Yes.
Like, I could
agree
see
with
this.
that.
Like, so it's not like that forced.
But in my head, I'm like, they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean?
But that felt better. That felt so much
better than that scene in Endgame.
This is like, that situation was like oh, no shit type of situation. Like, you go out to your car, you go to turn it on, and you never fucking closed your gas thing. It's still open with the fucking thing dangling around.
But then in Endgame,
oh, no shit.
They all show up, and it's like Wasp comes in, is fixing her shit, and it's like, y'all got a plan? Did y'all do, like, what are you guys about to do?
It was so fucking forced.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and you know what? In fact, it was so forced and so unbelievable. That, and like I said, I remember I said this to you when I first watched it. I didn't know that was happening. I didn't know when I was watching it. I didn't know that was happening. Like, I saw
It like didn't register.
No, I saw Spider-Man and I was like, oh yeah, Spider-Man. He's like, oh, I'm gonna need some help. And I saw like the Wasp pop up, and I saw Mantis in the corner, and then I saw like Valkyrie, and I was like, oh shit, like yeah, they're gonna go. I did not pay attention to the other 6 characters. I caught like 3 or 4 of them, and I'm like, this scene's dope.
So like in the
they're
moment,
gonna get fucking crazy. I didn't think that they were all female.
That's crazy.
I thought there was.
Crazy.
I thought like I don't know. I thought that Quill was there somewhere. I thought like
really.
I thought it was just the Avengers.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Noticed, dog. I realized. I'm like,
Doug,
this is a
everybody
female
noticed.
scene.
Everybody noticed. Everyone noticed. I watched that scene and was like, "This is a dope fucking yeah."
No, good for you. Honestly, good for you.
Yeah.
You got to see it in a different
good
light than everyone else.
And then when everyone was on YouTube talking shit about it, I was like, "Why are they talking shit about that scene? There's nothing wrong." I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was a dope scene.
And then you go to rewatch it.
Dog, I paused the video on my phone. I looked at it, and they were all women, and I'm like, "Oh,
all 8 of you showed up at the same time."
I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
they
no.
forced that." Like, oh, okay. Then I was like, "Oh, fuck that." You know what I mean? But
For sure.
I don't know. When I first saw it, I liked it. But I thought the guy was stupid. I just can't. She just couldn't put the Infinity Gauntlet on and make everything right. She couldn't. Tony Stark's sitting there dead with the Infinity Gauntlet on. No one took it on and snapped him back.
I don't get to that part. I got to that part the first 2 times I watched it. I watched it by myself, then I watched it with Nichols. I don't get to that part anymore. I can't fucking do it, Darren. I can't. But like one thing that hit me both times I watched it full through, I'm personally really satisfied with Captain America's ending.
No,
I really am.
No,
I like
what?
it. I don't like how the old guy version, that none of that makes sense, but I like he just had this happy ending. Like I like the way it ended.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like I no, don't get me wrong, dog. We've talked about this many times.
Yeah.
Old man Captain America, and then the directors come out and say, "Oh no, the writer. I'm sorry, it was the writer."
And
I hate the way articles work, guys. They take what people say and they switch it up. The writer said, "I like to think that there was 2 Captain Americas the whole time." Articles grab that, run with it. Writer confirms there was 2 Captain Americas the whole time. No, he said he'd like to think that. That's not the fucking case, and even if it was, no. No, there wasn't 2 Captain Americas at the same time. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well,
but I like that he got his happy ending. If they would have just took the old man part out, it would have just sat perfectly with me.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
But that ended up ruining it. But I like his ending.
Yeah.
Overall, I do like the way that Captain America had his ending.
Yeah.
It worked for me.
It would have. Okay, this is 2 big problems. One is he's being old as fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Because there is 2 Captain Americas in a different dimension. Let's get that straight.
Okay. Yeah.
In a different dimension, there has to be. If you think about it logically, the way they're portraying the timeline scenario. Yes, there would be at some point. He goes to a timeline where they took the stones. Captain America already exists there. He fights himself.
So in there, yes.
So there's Captain America. Okay, I get that. But like, there's no old version coming back. You can't show me the old version of Steve, and then 2 seconds later, show me the 90s version or the 40s version of him. That's the one that just left. It's not the one. It's not the old one.
And it's not the same fucking
No,
timeline.
it's not. It's not.
I get so worked up when I think about the timeline shit. It's like, guys, you think I'm a fucking idiot? Like, you set up these rules.
Did you notice that thought was weird? They went back to the 40s to get the PIM particles.
Yeah.
How the fuck, like, her age doesn't... Oh, I'm sorry, no. I fucked that up. They didn't go back to the 40s. They went to the 1979.
Was it 70s?
It was
it was
79.
70 because they were making a lot of hippie jokes about Tony Stark saying he looked like a hippie. Yeah, it was like the 70s.
I think it was actually 79. I just watched it the other day. It's like 1979. You see Stan Lee driving the fucking Mustang or whatever. Like, 1979, like, Peggy was
would
1940.
look a lot older than she looked in there.
40
definitely.
years old. She'd be an 80-year-old woman. Like, how could they fuck that up?
Is it? What year was Captain America?
1941.
Was it?
World War II,
dog.
World War II.
Jesus. No, I never really thought about it that much. I did think when I saw her, I'm like, oh, I figured she'd look a little bit older, but but now when you're actually throwing numbers in there, damn.
1980?
Damn.
1941 and 1980?
Wait a minute. So why was she even alive in Winter Soldier? Or was it Civil War when she died, right?
It was Civil War when she died. So that, but when did that take place? When did that take place?
Doesn't matter. Anywhere after 79, she should have fucking died shortly after.
But she would have been 80. But no. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, dude, that's
unless
way
she's
off.
130.
She must have had the super soldier serum too.
Yeah, because if you take 1940 to 2000, that's 60 years.
Yeah.
And we know for a fact she was 20 at least.
Had to
at least in
Had to
1940.
be. Especially in her field when she's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't no teenager.
So we know by the year 2000 she's 100. No, she's 80. I'm sorry. By the year 2000 she's 80. If she's 20 in 1940, add 60 years, that's 80.
Damn.
By the year 2000.
No,
Okay,
they've been
so-
known to fuck up the year thing too. Remember they did it in Homecoming? The years were off. It was like 8 years. No, what was it? 4 years later, 8 years later. But then when you do the math, it didn't add up at all.
Wait, what?
Forgot in Homecoming, the time jump from Avengers 1, where they show like they're picking up like the debris
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
The time that they
yeah.
put didn't actually add up when you
Wasn't
did it.
accurate.
And Kevin Feige did come out and say like, yeah, we messed that one up.
Yeah.
Like he straight up said it.
Yeah, it wasn't accurate.
Guys, pay attention.
I don't get
That's
how
not
the
hard.
fuck it.
That's
no.
something I would have thought of if I'm making the movie. I'm like, all right, we're gonna do a time jump. Let's keep it. Let's make sure we're doing the time jump
just
right.
make Spider-Man just make it line it up to where he's at.
What
old.
else is always messed up about the Captain America thing? It's like, okay, you want to say that? Okay, let's say the timeline thing made sense. Let's just say it did.
Doesn't. I don't know how, but okay.
Sharon Carter, Peggy's niece.
Yeah.
Her and Captain America were they weren't literally fucking, but they were making out.
Yeah.
But Captain America is with Peggy, so that means that they're related. That Sharon, and by marriage, but it'd still be kind of fucked up. So he's fucking his niece.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know it at that time.
You wouldn't know. It doesn't make it right.
Yeah, but wow. I mean.
And if that Captain America lived all the way through, yes, he would know it. That's the same old Captain America. He remembers all that shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. So then, that'd fuck it up.
That's
How
not
badly
okay.
can they fuck it up?
It's like the more and more you sit down and think about it, the more fucked up it becomes.
God,
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's a fucking travesty to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Anthony and Joe Russo, you guys almost fucking had it.
Yeah, almost.
You almost had it. Infinity
Almost.
War. I watched Infinity War the other day, and while I was watching it, I kept thinking to myself, God, this is a good movie. God, this is a good movie. Holy shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
watching it. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm remembering, like, even the experience we had in the movie theater watching Infinity War. Like, holy shit. And then we had that experience for the most part of Endgame. But it's like when Infinity War ended, God, I was satisfied. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, they did it.
Yeah.
They did it. And
Yeah.
then I had it in my head, which I will never have in my head again. I can't be this optimistic person anymore.
Thank God.
I can't watch
Thank
Infinity
God.
War. Like, I watch Infinity War, I'm like, they can't fuck up Endgame. Dog, they can't. They can't. They can't do it. How are they going to fuck it up? They're on a roll. Civil War, then Infinity War. Now you're going to do Endgame? It's fine. I don't trust shit anymore. You can make the best movie in the world. I'm going to be skeptical about your fucking second one.
Here's the thing.
Jesus.
Here's why I understood that concept years ago. You have to understand that when people get together to make a project, there's a moment in time where they capture this energy, they capture this synergy, where they all work together in a certain specific way, where certain actors are on the time at this point, and writers are doing this, and they've hit a upswing. It's like when you write. You know when you write. It's
Yeah.
like when I write. It's like there's certain times where it is fire.
It
It is
you
fire.
feel it.
It is
Yep.
not fire all the time. You're not around the same people all the time. But there's certain pockets where it's dope. That's why when you get an album and when you get a movie, you have to appreciate it 100%. The second you walk out of a movie that you think is dope, you can't say, second one's gonna be fire. No, just appreciate what you got right there, because the second one could fuck everything up.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know. I felt so confident. Walking out of Infinity War, I'm like, one of the best superhero movies I've ever fucking seen.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Even 2 hours in the Endgame, I'm like, they did it.
Yeah.
In my head already, I'm like, they already did it. And it's
Yep.
like, another reason I think they fucked up is I was watching like an interview and they were talking about, okay, we started with the idea that Tony's going to die. We knew that, and then we had to work on how to get to that point.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, you were forcing everything leading up to that to get to that point. you should kill Tony because it felt right with the story.
Exactly.
Not because you went into the story and said, we have to kill Tony. What can we do to get there?
Right,
Because now
exactly.
you're going to start ignoring shit on the way. If
Yeah.
you got through your script and got to the end and been like, you know what? It really does make sense right now for Tony Stark to do this. And then it would have came out better. They could have killed
Naturally.
him off in such a better way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they shouldn't have killed off Tony Stark. Like, okay, kill off
Fine.
Tony Stark. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they didn't do it right. They didn't do
No.
it right. It didn't feel right. And like that post I posted on Facebook where they got the inspiration from Logan. And they're like, we want to give Robert Downey Jr. that ending. Sure, of course. Of course you do. Okay, give him that ending. You didn't fucking do it right.
That's impossible,
guys.
though.
You
You
didn't
can't.
do it right.
Yeah. No, you can't really. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It can't be the same, but you can give him a damn good ending.
Yeah, you can give
Robert
him a
Downey
good
Jr.
ending, yeah.
in his last hurrah as Iron Man. You
Yeah.
could have got close to that.
Yeah.
But you didn't even fucking come close. I did
No.
not feel. We left Logan. It was a silent car ride for like 20 minutes. We're
Yeah.
like, wow.
yeah.
But then Endgame was a little bit silent too when we left. But we were thinking about where they fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's not
Yeah.
what we should have been thinking about. Like,
Right.
yeah, they fucking butchered that.
Yeah. They fucked it all up.
It's about GG.
How long is it?
50.
All right. Fuck it. Fuck it.
But yeah, it's the topics we got today on episode 4 of the Power Button podcast. Let's hope everything
Went all right.
went all right. Those of you watching, you probably see we have one camera angle.
Yeah.
That's what we're working with right now. Next episode, we'll be back to 3 camera angles.
Yep.
Those of you listening, hopefully the audio is fine.
Yep. Even though your microphone's blinking.
Yeah, my microphone's blinking. My audio's still catching, so that's good.
Yep.
Be sure to like and subscribe. We are on SoundCloud. We're on Google Play. We're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. If you just like listening to podcasts,
Yep. Yep.
find us on there. Definitely share. Tell your friends.
Yep.
I'm going to be doing The Boys review soon for the J Meany review, and then I'm going to have my own channel for the J Meany review. So I'll let you guys know when I get that going. But, yeah.
Yeah. GG for now.
That's all we got today
Yep.
on the Power Button. Catch us next time. And
Peace
until
out.
next time.
Motherfuckers.